Okay, are you ready? Hopefully you ready. We better all be ready because it's going on. And let's get into it. Peace and blessings and keep up the lessons. Assalamu alaikum. And man, it's just a time that is history being made. Things that are really going on is just a reality check of, like I was saying in my other video before, and this is just like a continuation. Well, just to let you know what Brother Taalib has been saying, what I've been saying, and I'm going to probably do another video to go back a year just to get you to see some proof. Because some people will say, he's just saying that because he wants to be seen as he's the first one who said it and get the credit for it and go viral. It's not even about that. It's about how serious things are, even more now that they have been revealed. That they have been revealed to us from all that, what they say, conspiracy theory, and they're just stereotypes. They stereotyped it and kept stereotyping it and kept bringing it out and trying to hide the truth, and now it's coming out. Okay, now it's coming out, and maneuvers that have been made. There, you're seeing them being even more made. A lot of different maneuvers are being made, but clarity is still being hidden. But I'm going to leave it on that, and I'm going to go into what I was at, where I left off in the last video, when I was dealing with what? The SEC. Why the SEC was coming at Coinbase at that time when I was talking about it, which was in 2021. As you heard in the beginning, you will probably hear what's going to be spoken on. I'm not going to go through the whole video, of course, but I'm going to give you a little bits and pieces of what was the reality of back then, what they've done all through the time to now, to show you proof that what I was saying and already had an idea before that people started really talking about it, like to the point where, like, oh my God, how are these people? It's surprising to them because they gave them too much of the betterment of the doubt. They gave them too much credit. And that's because you're so caught up into your society and you're so privileged to live the way you live. Of whether you was rich or whether you came from a wealthy family or you came from a upper middle class family, you didn't really struggle. You didn't really come up in a single household with your mother bringing you up and she's struggling in an urban community that is deprived because of the people of their race. Like some people that I know. And then you start seeing your own government officials, your own countrymen, and different things are going on that it's like, whoa, blowing your mind, and you're starting to think second, right? Okay, let's keep on going, and let's listen to what I was saying, what Taalib was saying, Brother Taalib was saying back then.
People are very angry at the system, government system down the line with SECs and all these different government agencies that have been suppressing the people for years and still doing it because they want to portray it regulating, and they're looking out.
You see what I said? For years. That means I was talking about this for years back. Maybe 4 years back. But years back. This stuff I've been talking about. Even before the cryptocurrency, before that thing got me all caught up into it. I was always talking about stuff that people say political. Like even my own brothers, Muslim brothers, yo, Taalib, you too political, bro. But the politics is reality now. Yeah, it always has been. It's not a game. Wake up, people.
For people, but there's biasness in behind the closed doors, and we see this, and it comes out, and it's being revealed now.
Ah, it's being revealed now. Yeah, keep on going, Taalib. Keep telling them.
You know, what are they doing? What are they playing games? They're playing games and making maneuvers and then doing entrapment, like police that are sitting there entrapping a person that's trying to go by. Of course, they might be speeding, but if you were to show yourself, I would slow down, and I would know, because I have clarity that you are regulating and enforcing the law. And the same thing with the SEC. This is what they should be doing.
And this scenario that I use in a symbolic manner of saying as such is just speaking like how police would be sitting in a trap, right? They call them trap. They call them, I think, traffic trap, speed traps. Yeah, there you go, speed traps. And they're sitting behind, really hidden. They're not really seen. And the people are going speeding by. They're just happy-go-lucky, thinking that they can keep on going. And, of course, they're wrong because they're speeding. But at least if they saw the police, they'd slow down. Or if the police was on the road riding behind, they could see them in the back and they start slowing down. And like this. No, instead they was hiding. And this, like this, as I'm using this symbolism or this scenario, symbolic scenario, is that the people in the SEC and this government position of, especially the SEC, let's pinpoint mainly on them because that's what I was talking about. Because the other government offices or agencies, they're not as deep into this mess. The SEC is deep into this mess. I mean, everybody's coming at them. Even congressmen is going on. We know this. This is what's going down now. That what was said back then. Okay, that they've been hiding and haven't been bringing regulatory clarity. As many of the YouTube video streamers, cryptocurrency enthusiasts have been speaking and saying that we need regulatory clarity. This is what Russia's done and what they're trying to do. Back to the Russia, trying to bring clarity, regulatory laws and rules so that people can have clarity of how they're supposed to, partake in the cryptocurrency space. And whether it's they're doing it for business, they're doing it to invest in it, what have you. They're getting to know. But these guys over here, snakes. Gary Gensler is one of the main ones. And that's why you will see his face.
Bringing it out, showing, being transparent, and letting us know what we can do, what we can't do, what requirements we need to be meeting, what regulation we need to be upon as a community, as a space. This is what is going on. And a lot of the companies like Coinbase, Armstrong, who is one of the CEOs, or is the acting CEO, went in his tweet and asked questions, and like, why are they coming at us now? We've been nice to them. We've been doing and cooperating with what they need. Excuse me, and been asking and trying to communicate with them. And they've been doing the push off and maneuver. We're not going to sit with any cryptocurrency. What kind of stuff is this? You don't want to bring the clarity. You don't want to tell the people what it is. You don't bring, at least issue some documentation to show this is how you got to live up to these regulations and standards. None of that. Playing games. And that's snake stuff. That's real snake stuff. But let me show.
Okay. Man, mashallah. I wasn't playing. I was kind of real serious about what was going on. And it's, it's well understood. I don't blame myself. And I don't blame people who are like me and feel the same way, feel some type of way. Like even digital what's his name? Digital investment, digital investor. That, yeah, he goes in too. Cause he's tired. He's tired like me. We all tired. We're tired of these shenanigans and these people doing what they doing and trying to get over the people. This stuff has got to stop. These are times to change. Times are changing. And this has got to change. It really does. It's got to change. So let me go into something else that's very juicy. It's not a happy thing, of course. It's what's going on in the news today. But I really need to touch into it. And I'll be coming off the screen to let you see what's going on with the Ukraine and the Russia attack and everything, because this is what's going on, unfortunately. And again, my regards go out to the people, and my prayers will go up for the people of Ukraine as well as all over the world. I mean, there's plenty of other countries, a lot of countries in Africa that still need help to raise up their situation. In Asia. Here in the States, or not in the state. Well, yeah, in the States, myself included. Central America, South America. Every continent. Yeah, global. Yeah. All right, let's see what's going on. Hold on for a sec. Okay.
So Ukrainians this morning as well woke up to bombs and missiles. Vladimir Putin, remember, announced that he would be starting a military operation in the Donbas region yesterday morning. But immediately after that, minutes after that, there were missiles that started to rain down on Ukrainian cities. Now, Vladimir Putin claims that this military operation is to demilitarize the former Soviet nation. The declaration, of course, came at a time when the world had sat down to try and find a diplomatic solution at the United Nations Security Council. The West has promised that the Russian president will be held accountable for his actions and has now started to implement sanctions that will create some kind of a financial deterrence for Russia to back off. But are these financial sanctions enough? Has the West done enough in terms of making Russia pay? Our next report gets you the details.
You see? Now, these countries, such as my own country of America, this guy is asking, are they doing the right thing? Or are they doing enough? That's what he said, I think. Are they doing enough? Like, everybody is innocent, or everybody is, these countries are all good. They don't do any wrong either. I mean, so many other countries need to be sanctioned then, because of the things that are going on in their own country, what they're doing to their own people. Anyway, let's go on and hear what they have to say as far as what America or the other countries are doing to sanction Russia, because they're the bad guys going after Ukraine and harming the people in Ukraine and everything, and just killing everybody. I'm not going to say, and I'm not speaking in a way like, oh, I side with Russia, but I'm one who is for justice for all. And when I see people that speak double-tongued with hypocritical or in hypocritical ways, as far as they talk a good talk in front of the TV, or they talk a good talk around the people and this and like this, but they do what they do behind closed doors. And that's what I'm about. That's what I'm against. So when I'm speaking in that, don't get me wrong, people. I'm not siding with Russia, because they're doing what they're doing is not right, and it's evil in the sense of that you don't want to let these people have their independence. 70% of the people there in that country are for wanting to have and be independent from Russia. They don't want to be a part of Russia no more. So give them their rights, their human rights. So Vladimir Putin is definitely wrong, and in his administration that's going along with him, or any of the countrymen that go along with that. You should let these people have their human rights. And Russia has been known to be oppressive and suppressive to other human beings, as such Muslims in their own country or neighboring lands. Yeah, but Afghanistan was one of them. and they had to fight them. That's when I don't think Vladimir, he was in the military at the time, if I can remember correctly. And they had the other president then. But yeah. But anyway, let's get to it. All right.
Putin chose this war, and now he and his country will bear the consequences.
U.S. President Joe Biden unveiled harsh new sanctions against Russia on Thursday after Moscow launched an all-out invasion of Ukraine, imposing measures to impede Russia's ability to do business in the global economy.
We've now sanctioned Russian banks that together hold around $1 trillion in assets. We've cut off Russia's largest bank, a bank that holds more than 1/3 of Russia's banking assets by itself.
See, that's what has been the norm for decades of ways of trying to cripple a country, to pressure them, is sanctioning them. And the sanctions are basically geared to mostly what? The financial system of the country. So this is a financial thing, like I said in that past video. This is about money. That's what it usually is. Economics is the science of it all, and tells you how it works and how things flow, whether it's whatever country. It is what it is. This is what's going down, and they're making maneuvers. And you see, this is the main first maneuver to that side of the world, to Asia, to consolidate their power, so that therefore that'll shut down, if it does, or however it goes. And then over here, there will be maneuvers that will be made that from there back to here, and the game of strategio will be taking place. And I'm laughing in a way of sarcasm, not in a way that it is funny, because none of this is funny. Okay, so let me get back in it and listen some more to hear what Joe Biden, our president, has to say.
Cut it off from the U.S. financial system. And today, we're also blocking 4 more major banks. That means every asset they have in America will be frozen.
Biden said the sanctions were designed to have a long-term impact on Russia and to minimize the impact on the United States and its allies. And he said Washington was prepared to do more.
This is going to take time, and we have to show resolve so he knows what's coming, and so the people of Russia know what he's brought on them. That's what this is all about.
His announcement represented the second major tranche of sanctions against Russia, and Biden warned personally sanctioning Russian President Vladimir Putin was still an option.
These powers will enable us.
Adding to the latest round of Western penalties, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson unveiled new measures targeting banks, members of Putin's inner circle, and the very wealthy who enjoy high-rolling London lifestyles to, quote, maximize the economic price Putin will pay, adding Putin will be condemned by history.
Now we see him for what he is, a blood-stained aggressor who believes in imperial conquest.
What wasn't part of Thursday's tranche of sanctions, cutting off Russia from SWIFT, the interbank message.
Now, you hear that? Whoa! Cutting off SWIFT. We've been hearing that. But this is what they're moving on. They're moving on that. America and the international, community of politicians and so forth, as you heard, the Prime Minister of England, UK, British Prime Minister, stuff they're saying about this guy. Which, hey, I mean, it's all deservable for him, because we know how he is. But SWIFT, what does that have to do with us? See my backdrop? Cryptocurrency. Yeah. And what does that have to do with SWIFT? SWIFT is not a cryptocurrency technological company, but they involved in trying to make things happen on a digital level. They've been doing that for years. The banking systems and all that, and run on the traditional system of SWIFT. Yes, digital and otherwise. And what is the controversy? Because I'd rather say controversy. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, the company that XRP comes from or is from, right? So Ripple and Brad himself, as we know, we heard it already. Everybody knows. Most of the community, cryptocurrency community knows. Twitter's, YouTube videos, and all of that. Everything, everywhere. That Brad Garlinghouse had a meeting with big time, people such as the IMF representatives and so forth, and people of offices in IMF sitting while he mentioned about replacing SWIFT. Woo! Replacing the SWIFT system. So what that go? Let's go back to Russia. Mother Russia. And Vladimir Putin. He's going to what? Possibly use the company's technology. Let's get that right. My tongue is getting stuck because I'm going a little bit in. Technology, yes, of RippleNet, XRP Ledger, ODL, and the whole nine to take over for SWIFT. But where's the first initial happening? Maybe right there. This is what we're probably witnessing. Bearing witness to, and you hear me say it, you hear Brother Taalib say it, 11:43 a.m. Friday morning, the 25th of February 2022. And it will be, on my video. Okay? Not trying to boast, not trying to put myself out there. I'm just trying to keep the proof. This is the proof. This is my receipt. That I'm saying that in the year to come, or so far, from how long this situation takes place, and with the sanctioning and the Russian issue with Ukraine and what have you, and how Russia is going to maneuver, they may maneuver with the Ripple XRP or the technology. They got different features there for that company. That company is high tech company, fintech company. Yes, that's why XRP is the future, and it has a lot of perspectives and a lot of opportunity to go into the future of what is going to be. And Allah knows best. God knows best and better. Okay, so that's the significance of what I'm trying to get at. With SWIFT being replaced by RippleNet, by the XRP Ledger network, not the SWIFT network for the banking systems. IMF, he was sitting down with Brad Garlinghouse, was sitting down with the IMF. He was sitting down with big time people. He was sitting down with big time people tied into the financial system globally. And he made these statements. How did he get in there? Just like one of the other YouTube viewers said. And I'm just, riding the tail. Because he's right. That person who said it, I can't think it was Ari. She said it. And either the Moon Lambeau or Digital Investor. This morning, yesterday I was listening to them. And yeah, it's correct. This is what's going on, and we've been talking about it. So now they're saying it right here. Okay? Saying it right on the news, another news station. This is the news from the Asian area of the region of the world. Okay? So let's continue on and hear what they're saying, because it sounds really good. I mean, as far as, we're getting to see and hear what they're talking about.
Messaging network that is the backbone of international finance.
The sanctions that we have proposed on all their banks have of equal consequence, maybe more consequence than SWIFT, number one. Number two, it is always an option, but right now that's not the position that the rest of Europe wishes to take.
Describing Thursday's onslaught as a dangerous moment for Europe, Biden said he authorized troops that have been placed on standby to deploy to Germany to defend NATO allies, stressing that Putin's actions have made him a pariah on the international stage.
Putin's a
Okay, so we're gonna leave it from there. Not gonna go on long, and we'll close on out on that on this video. So, but it's serious, and just to hear our president, to hear Biden, or just the president of the United States, hear him say "SWIFT" off his tongue. Back in the day, some of these institutional systems that are the machines that run the country's infrastructure, you rarely hear it. You don't really hear it that much coming from the politicians, such as a leading politician, our leader of our country, or the leader of countries, especially something like that. That's not for the regular people to really know, but he's bringing it out. They're revealing this stuff, and they reveal it piece by piece. And I know about that. Excuse me. I might need some water. Where's my water at? Oh, wow, I drank my water. But I'm going to be finished anyway. Got a dry mouth. So, it's really something. And I pray that Allah guides the people over there in Ukraine, guides the people in Russia, guides the people all over the world to do what is right and to submit to him, because he's the one who has control over all of it. But he allows things to happen. He allows things to take place. He allows man, and has been allowing man, to do the things that they do. But man, right now, we're all dealing with changes. Are you ready? Are you prepared for what's coming and what's going down? Because if not, you need to get prepared. And I'm one of your brother from Islam, for the Muslims, and for your brother of the human race, for the non-Muslims and all the rest of the humans, to give my help and my assistance. From what I have in here, what I have learned, what I know, how to apply this, how to do this, how to make money in this area, investing in this space. Because this space is about to be the norm, as though the internet and the World Wide Web became the norm of our life. Just know that. So I've said it before, I've said it many times, and I've said it in many of my videos, and you can watch them and you can look up, and especially in the videos in this finance area, my business and finance and / cryptocurrency, like I say when I would open my videos. You have to take heed, and you have to get in. And you got to get in soon, before the doors close. Don't be of the FOMO, fear of missing out. Don't. Because you're going to miss out. So now is the time more than ever, while things is happening. They're happening fast. Things are going through. Some things are going slow for reasons. Like I said with the SEC case against Ripple and against the XRP being a security. That thing is slow pace because they want to do that. They need time so they can get things going and put in place, so that when they let them loose and XRP is let loose to the moon, like my man Lambeau. All right. So that's it, people, and peace and blessings. Keep up the lessons. Don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. Click that notification button, the bell, so you can get notifications from more videos of mine. And like the video and share it, please. I appreciate it. Help your brother to get the algorithm working for him too, like everybody else. I want to get in on the game too. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, it's only right. I spend my time. I do my time. Time is money, as they say, right? That's that saying. So I need to, kind of make a little bit smart for my time, like everybody else. What's wrong with that? And that's not the reason why I do the videos, but it's all good in the hood. It's all the same. You know, you already know me. You already know why I do my videos. If you go back 2007, all my videos, you should know. You should come to know what I'm upon and what I'm have been doing all those years. Even when I took a break and then I came back. What did I come back for? Didn't even speak about subscribing and all that other type of stuff because it wasn't the most important thing, and it still ain't. But please do so, and I would appreciate it. And thank you very much for listening. Peace and blessings. Keep up the lessons. Again, as I said, assalamu alaikum. Have a good morning, and hopefully, we keep praying for these people over there in Ukraine and Eastern Europe, in that area, and pray for all of them. Okay. Thank you, people. Peace.